The Uganda People's Defense Forces has executed its mandate of defending the people and territorial integrity of Uganda with dedication. As a troop and police contributing country to peace support missions, the UPDF has been working with Save the Children to train its soldiers on child protection and rights. Save the Children works in over 120 countries to give children a healthy start and to protect them from harm. Its work with the UPDF goes back decades, training officers and men to address knowledge gaps, attitudes, and practices on child protection.
We have a follow-up mechanism whereby we monitor. For example, if you are preparing a Uganda battalion to go for peace mission or peace operations in countries like Somalia, you have a curriculum of child protection training. You train them. After that, you follow. There's a follow-up procedure to go and find out whether the training was effective, whether it was not effective, and those who flout the serious regulations and code of conduct, which trains a lot of things about children, are verily punished.
The UPDF has been one of the armies that has been very responsive in terms of child protection. One, because it's a force that transitioned from a resistance movement to a national professionalized army. And one of the reasons why they were enlisted under the Security Council 1612 was because they had children as part of enlisted in the army. And just the mere process of how they managed to put children out of the ranks, the army ranks, and rehabilitated them and reintegrated them back to society was a good and a great opportunity to, one, progressively embed child protection within the culture.
The soldiers have been equipped with knowledge and skills on child rights and protection in armed conflicts, interaction and communication with children, effects of conflicts on children, child development, Security Council resolutions and legal instruments in armed conflict, and child protection, among others.
My role in child protection, one, is first of all to educate the men in combat, that's the UPDF, in the division area of responsibility, on the rights of children. That's one. Number two is to make sure that we mitigate any problem which arises between the military officer or man and a civilian out there over the issues concerning the children.
Children require special treatment, they require special attention, and they also require special protection based on their vulnerability and their proneness to be, one, being recruited, two, suffering the highest in terms of atrocities that are committed during conflict, and three, most of them are killed. And four, some of them are separated from their families, and therefore they are left to live in an environment that does not provide appropriate care to them. And as such, their normal life gets distracted. They are not able to play just like any other normal child, and therefore their development and survival is curtailed because of war and conflict.
The UPDF has also used participatory educational theatre as one of their approaches for community outreaches and raising awareness on issues of child rights, human rights, and to foster engagement with the civilian community.
At least this group, normally when we co-opt them to get there, they send good signals to the people, especially on child protection and gender-based violence. And you realize that communities really perceive that as something good, and they realize that messages get into them, and they know that sometimes there are legal implications on some of these kind of things. And also like down in the plain here, things like defilement cases, early marriages, low enrollment. At least sometimes when we really co-opt them to the community, they really send good signals, like during in the drama plays, the songs that they portray to the community. So we feel that is really good, and we feel they've really quite done a lot to us in this community of ours.
Wherever you're going somewhere, you should first put in your mind that where I'm going, I'm not going to meet the enemies. I'm going to meet a fellow human being like me. Though those enemies, they're also there. But you put in your mind that they're children. There are also children there. There are vulnerable people. Now, if you reach there, you should first see how to secure, how to safeguard them from the what? From the battle.
And if you see the area for the theater of operation that we operate in, there are so many stakeholders, and possibly our operations are centered in disarmament operations. So one time and another, you found that we are engaged in those fields where we encounter with children, civilians. So there is a necessity that our soldiers are sensitized about protection of children, not only children, civilians at large.
Through the Civil Military Liaison Office, the UPDF engages with communities and other child protection actors to raise awareness and to foster relations. The office documents, investigates and facilitates referral pathways for child protection cases to police or other child protection organizations.
Number of times we have received the referrals from the UPDF to us, either directly to us from, say, for example, UPDF, like police, has got detachments and police posts. And when there is any violence against children, we, through the community sensitization, one of the areas that they report, if the police is far, is the army. And of course, the army gives protection there, and then they would refer, mostly through CIMIC office. Then the matter is brought here, and then police takes over from there.
Working with the UPDF, the civil military, we are able to go also for dialogues with them, so that they give the child protection component, what the army is also doing in relation to children, especially rights and so, this kind of thing.
The UPDF has also taken child protection awareness away from the operations. In Moroto's Rupa sub-county, the Army regularly engages the community on the dangers of child marriage and female genital mutilation.
We cannot operate in the area when we don't know the place, when we don't know the people that we are going to work on. You cannot operate in the space. We always operate in the human terrain.
If you meet a UPDF soldier anywhere, anyone, whether he's a private, a lance corporal, or whether he's an officer, and you ask him about child protection, he will tell you something. He will tell you that we have a training curriculum on child protection. He will tell you that we have got a legal provision that protects children in armed conflict. And for us, that is a plus. Once a soldier knows that there are those things that exist, it is the best you can have of an army. It is the best you can have of an army.
The Uganda People's Defense Force's contact with children dates back to its days as a resistance army. They rescued children affected by war in Uganda. That relationship has only grown better as the UPDF works to become a stronger, professional and disciplined fighting force.